Hi, hello everybody. I believe we are live. Give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine. And those of you watching online, if you are receiving me and hearing me fine, then please put in a little yes in the comment box so I know that you guys can hear me fine. But I believe everything seems to be in order. It is. So we shall get started. Brilliant. So hello and a very warm welcome to today's YouTube live stream. My name is Uzair and today is the 7th of July and it is 5 o'clock in the UK. Hope you're staying well and safe wherever you are in the world. So we've gone through lots of Google ads in the last few weeks. Today I'm going to do a little bit different, and we'll switch our attention to video marketing, how you can take your business to the next level using videos, and what you need to be able to do live streams like this one. So what you need is obviously a little bit of equipment, some software, and a fast broadband and internet. Absolutely. I'm going to share with you my setup. First of all the hardware, and then what happens after we have created the live stream, what we do afterwards. Share with you our workflow, where we have a team of, I believe, 7 or 8, and they kick into action and put out our videos all over the internet. Okay, so I'm going to go on the photograph, which is my desk over here. So I'm standing here right now. The desk is one of those stand-up, go up and down desks, and if you haven't used this, I would highly recommend you do. I recently got this and it's really good. I love it, and it makes a huge difference to my workflow because I am not sitting on a chair all day long and getting backache. I switch between standing and sitting every half an hour or an hour or so. And I like presenting standing up. Obviously, whenever I've done presentations and seminars and workshops, I've always been standing. Much more comfortable, and I believe it's a lot more natural when you are standing up rather than sitting down and trying to present yourself. So I've got an L-shaped desk, as you can see. So I've got plenty of room and space. So my main computer is my iMac. So I've got this recently and it's pretty fast. Absolutely loving the speed of it. And attached to that iMac, I've got two 4K LG monitors, which also have got great quality. And if you are into photography and videos, and color is important to you, especially when you are editing and retouching, then you need to have a decent monitors and or screen. I did not have this setup about 3-4 weeks ago. I've only recently upgraded to this setup, and here's why. I've upgraded to 2 monitors over here. It's because when you are live streaming, you need to have a fair few amount of screens opened up so you can keep an eye on pretty much everything. So on the monitor, which is on my right hand side, and I'm the one which I'm pointing to right now, this has got the OBS software. So for YouTube live streaming, you need to have what they call an encoder. So that piece of software is going to talk to the YouTube live stream app, which is on my left hand monitor. So I need to switch this one on, connect it to this one. It has got a little streaming key, which I take the key from here, from YouTube and put it on there, and then they talk to each other. And then I start and stop my live stream from here. Then I have my main iMac, the screen which I'm presenting to right now. So you will see me in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and the screen behind me is obviously my monitor. Behind me is the wall, which I painted it completely green, as acting as a green screen, so I don't need to bring in my green pop-ups or the background every time I need to create a video, because I create these videos on a very regular basis, and it's much easier to just paint this the wall behind you completely as green. And that wall is set up with 2 lights. So one is over here on my right, and then the other one is on the left hand side, both pointing at 45 degrees. And when you are doing green screen, lighting is extremely important. And the other thing which you need to have is a fair bit of space, because if you are too close to the background, these background lights will fall onto you, and also it will reflect off the background onto you, creating a green cast or a green shadow over you and around you, on your shoulders, etc. So have a bit of distance if you can. I know it's not always possible, but in an ideal world you want to have a fair bit of distance so that it is seamless. And now we can see that the green screen cutout of me is quite clean, and the reason it is so clean right now compared to my previous videos is I used to use a Logitech webcam, which is over here sitting on the iMac. These ones are good, but they are not brilliant, and they will not, I mean, once you see the quality between a webcam and a DSLR, is chalk and cheese. So it's a good start. You can buy this for around $100, but you will not get the quality which you will get off a dedicated DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera. So I've got a Nikon D800 which I've plugged it into my iMac. Now, to plug any cameras into your computer, so right now the camera is recording or filming me, and then the signal is going through the camera into the iMac. So you need to have a connector which converts obviously the signals from the camera into the video signal into for the computer. So you can get something like a Cam Link or a Black Studio, a mini recorder. So I personally use a Clickmagick mini recorder, and once it's set up, it works pretty much, as it should. It's fairly straightforward. There is a little bit of a learning curve. In the beginning, you may be pulling your hair out like I always do. But then I've got a friend, a very dear friend of mine, Martin, and I'm not sure he's online or not, but yeah, he's my go-to guy, the techie guy. Any problems I have with my audio or video, he sorts it out for me. So you need a few friends like those. The other thing which you will also need is a continuous power for your camera. So you don't want to be running your camera from that little battery, because that battery can run out anytime, and it probably will run out during a live session. So what you need is, every camera manufacturer has got like a dummy battery. You insert it into the camera and then plug into the mains power. So the camera is now operated through the mains power and not through its little battery. So that's the camera over here, which is sitting right above my iMac. And then I've got a Rode NT microphone, which is just over here to my left. So the quality of the Rode microphone is pretty good, very good in fact. And you need to have a professional quality microphone. So this is a USB microphone. You can plug it straight into the computer, and then I use the OBS over here, where you can set up some filters to clean up the audio. So things like reduce the background noise and things like that. But you will find that a lot of people also use a dedicated mixer, which I might get in sometime in the near future to improve the quality of the audio even more. Okay, so I've got my OBS on my right hand side. I've got my YouTube studio screen over there, so I know that everything is working fine. I'm looking at my iMac straight up, and then the camera is right above it to address you guys and look at you guys. And this is how we run the live stream. Now I've got a MacBook Air over here, or sometimes I use my iPad Pro. So this one, I'm using this as a visual so that I can, for two things. One is the comments, so anyone who puts in a comment or a question, I can see over here, and also I can see that everything is working fine when the video is, the live stream is running. I can see myself over here as well. The only thing you need to consider is there is a delay of about, I believe, 10 to 15 seconds or so. And this is what I have on my desk. I've got a little scanner here, which we use to scan all the paperwork. So I tend to keep a paperless office, and everything is scanned into Evernote and Google Drive. And that is pretty much my setup. On my left hand side, I've got a bit more space for a studio when we do our video shoots and headshots and things like that. Right now we're just redoing it completely with some new kit coming through, so it's a bit of a mess. But once it's up and running and live, then I'll do a little a setup tutorial as to what we've got and what we use to create our videos. Okay, now once I've finished all the, and obviously you can see the light at the top. Lighting is extremely important. I'm using a ring light, and it creates pretty much a shadowless lighting on me. And also the other thing, which obviously if you are very fussy about lighting and videos and photography, the light from the monitor also lights you up. So it's always a bit of a challenge as to what lighting I want on me. But we're not trying to create Hollywood production quality movies. These are, I would like to say, pretty good quality video tutorials on YouTube. Okay, so once the live stream is done, then the work is not finished. In fact, the work literally starts. For me, the work finishes, then my team takes over and does all the things behind the scenes which nobody else sees, and everybody thinks that it's fairly straightforward, that these things happen magically, but it doesn't. There's a lot of work involved, a lot of hard work, planning, systemization, and to do what we are doing now, it needs to have a fairly robust system and processes. Without that, we cannot scale. Absolutely not, because I have learned this the hard way. Well, everybody has to learn this the hard way, because until you don't do it, you will never know what is happening and how to grow your business. And the first thing you need to do is do it yourself. And I've done this for 2 years since I started my YouTube channel and video marketing. Well, just over 2.5 years now. I used to record, edit, then put up all the videos on Facebook and Instagram and all of these places. I'm going to show you in a minute what we do now, because it is grown quite a lot, and if I was to do it, then it will take me at least 4 hours, 5 hours for each video which we put up. So now we have a rotation going, and we are probably working on at least 10 videos at one time, and they're all in the calendar scheduled, and it works like clockwork. Okay, so let's go into our Asana, which is our workflow tools, but I'm just looking at the comment box. There aren't any questions so far, so that's fine. If you have any questions, now is the time for you to pencil something in. Anything about video marketing, Google Ads, digital marketing, or anything which you may be struggling with or you are snookered with. All right, so now we go into Asana. We used to use Trello before, but when our team was small, when a team of one, it used to work really well, 1 or 2, but now I think we've got 9, I think. So it's growing, and we've got one more team member joining on board from tomorrow. So this is our systemization. Why is this not scrolling? Okay, yeah, because I'm right at the bottom. Okay, so then we have all these team members, and you will see that you won't see my headshot or my name in here because my work is done. I've planned these sessions, and I've presented, created the video, and now the team takes over. So we go into creating Google Sheets and the folders, instructions to our video editor. Then we've got some more admin jobs to do in there, and you will see that each task has got subtasks. So this one has got 5 things to do, 3 things to do, 5, 5, 4. So if I were to go into one of these, and then you can see that we need to enter the URL, Google Sheets, calendar, all of these things needs to be done. And same here, using sub video titles and so on. So this is a template, and all we would do then is we'll copy this template when we create a new video. Every video, these live stream videos are around 30 minutes long, so we then chop them into smaller videos of 2 to 3 minutes and create more videos out of it. So we are repurposing the content and creating more content to push out on social media and the internet. Then we've got all the transcripting, creating text files which we need to put up and upload everywhere, graphic design, the cover image for these. Then we put up on WordPress, YouTube. What we need to do when we upload to Facebook, we have a list and a checklist. So the consistency of work is very critical and important. Then we put up on Instagram, Pinterest, Google Post, LinkedIn article, LinkedIn post. Then we have a SF Digital LinkedIn page as well. So the same content is being pushed out to many channels: Dailymotion, Tumblr, Blogger, WordPress.com, Medium, Quora, all of these places, and also a lot more which is for the SEO of all these videos and blog posts, which will happen, which is on another of our Asana cards. So to be able to scale your business, you need to have systems and processes. Even if you are a one-man band or a person, that's fine. Create these systems, because then you will be able to grow very quickly. I used to do all of these. You believe it or not, all of these I used to do it myself. and I've done the long graft and the long hours, but I was adamant that I need to grow this business, and secondly, be able to scale. So if I'm struggling to scale my own content, how can I get content or work from other clients who want to do something similar? We have systems, we have processes, we have people in place, and we can scale. And this is how you want to be able to set up your, no matter what you are doing, just set up your checklist, and that's all you need to do. The thing which I would make, which I would recommend and say is, don't make things very complicated, keep it simple. So some of these tasks are dependent on one another, because if somebody hasn't done this bit, they cannot go on to this one. So these sort of things keep things very systemized and super simple. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the comments and questions, see what you guys have put up, and answer them for you. So I hope you like the setup, and it's good. I enjoy working. I've got my system the way I want it. Absolutely enjoy working, and I love my work. So you need to have your computers, your lighting, your desk, all these little things which does matter, and try to buy the best you can. You know, not everybody can buy the most expensive stuff, and you do your best and get organized, especially over here. So these monitors are on these little you can see just about on these clamps. So they are set up right above, and so the desk space is plenty for me to be able to work. Okay, so now obviously I'm looking at my iMac to see the questions you guys have put up. Kartik Sabu, I hope I've pronounced it correctly. Can you please help? How can I stop display ads to be shown in mobile apps? Yeah, the only way you can do that is through Google Ads Editor. I've got some videos on this in our playlist on our channel. So if you just search for them, Google Ads Editor, you will find it. That's the only way. Google has taken out that facility to stop running ads in mobile apps through the interface, so you can't do that anymore. And once you go into Editor, you can stop your ads showing for the GDN campaigns. Thank you, MS Vedan 88, for your comment. I'm glad you like the videos. Okay, hello Adam. Would 2 months data for a text ad campaign be enough data to switch over to TCPA, or wait until you have conversions in double figures? Yeah, 15. I tend to go for 15, usually around that number. If you can get those 15 conversions in 7 days, then switch it over. If it takes you 3 months, then switch it over. But this is what I always say, try it, you know, copy that same campaign and run one on manual, one on TCPA right off the bat with 0 data, and see how it starts to perform. If you do that, the TCPA campaign is going to go into the learning mode for a few days. Sometimes 7 days go by and it still is trying to learn, and you might get frustrated, and so can your customer be, because they might see, oh, why we're not getting any impressions or clicks. So once you have conversions in your account, what you do is you copy that main campaign, but switch it, use that as the TCPA campaign. Don't make the new one, because the new one will have 0 data. If you want to run 2 campaigns, one on manual and one on TCPA, and we do this quite often, because if I lose out in the TCPA auction, then I've got the manual one to hopefully get ranked. And you'll find quite often both of them run really well and work really well running together. So if one loses out, the other one can potentially go into the auction and get that impression, click, and the conversion. Okay, MS Vidan 88. I have a website and the bounce rate is very high. How to fix this? Well, if you have a high bounce rate, and I covered this, I believe last week in one of those videos, that it's not a good thing or a bad thing either. It depends on what you have on that page. If you are offering me something and I come to your page and I get that solution to my problem, I'm going to go away. So as long as I have got that information or that solution, then the bounce rate will be high, because you're not asking me to do other stuff or go to other pages. What you want to do is to look at the level of engagement and not just look at that bounce rate. So if you are getting traffic to your website and they're staying for 60 seconds or 2 minutes or so, then that means they are engaged. They are consuming your content, they are looking at, they're watching the video or whatever. But to reduce the bounce rate, what you need to do is to set up goals and event tracking through Google Analytics and Tag Manager. It's very simple. When I say very simple, it's simple when you know how, but it's fairly straightforward. If I come to your website and I click on a video player and watch the video, I scroll to the bottom of the page, I'm consuming your content, I potentially may click your social media, a like button or share button. I have taken all these actions on your website, but I will still be classified as a bounce because I did not go to some other page. But I haven't bounced, I have engaged, I have been on your website for 3 minutes or more, perhaps. So you've got to set up these micro goals, and then you'll be able to see that the bounce rate will definitely go down, and you will be able to see your correct or the accurate level of engagement on your campaigns. Thank you, John Brandon, for your comment. Appreciate that. Thanks, Adam. Okay, John, how many different social video channels do you post your videos? As many as we can. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, well, Quora and Medium, if you consider them as social media or not, but as many as you can. Blogger, WordPress. The more you push out, the more your name is going to go. But the thing which I would also say is, and I used to do this before, but now we've changed it, don't put YouTube videos on Facebook and Instagram. They don't like each other's videos being posted from other places. What you do is you upload that video onto its own. So it's a Facebook video or an Instagram video. As long as your brand is out there, I know we will not get multiple views from external sources from YouTube compared to if I was to put my YouTube video on Facebook and I'm getting views over there, it will be counted on YouTube, right? Facebook doesn't like it, not one bit. So don't do that. Just put up your Facebook videos on there. But when I'm promoting my live stream, we have to put that link to YouTube. But if for your own sake, I would say put up the original video and upload them to all these channels. Okay, Karthik Sabu, yes, it is Google Ads Editor. That's right, that's free to download, and it's one of the best tools you can have to manage your Google Ads campaign and workflow. Hello, Rory. Just finished work. Okay, glad I managed to catch the end. I'll have to go back and watch the rest. Yeah, by all means, you can watch it as always. And thank you everyone for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this session. So I'll be here back online tomorrow at 5 o'clock UK. Hope you can join me. Till then, goodbye and stay safe.